Hello and welcome to Rose Play Presents Episode 35, Atama's Review Corner, Season 2, Episode 0. The introduction to Season 2. At least I think that's what it's called. Well, yeah, I guess I can't see up there. I'm not that fourth wall breaking. So, yes. First of all, I'd like to start with, I know you guys thought that I was going to do the episode today, but it got pushed back to yesterday or tomorrow because of the fact that we had a power outage and internet problems after a horrible rainstorm. So, I do apologize, but we're here now. As always, I'm your host, Aurian MoonRose, and here on Rose Play Presents, we do things a little bit differently. Instead of a normal season with 3 special episodes, every episode's a special episode. So how this works, basically, though, is take your favorite television show and it gets itself a mini-movie, or it does so well it gets itself its own movie. And that's what you get here on Rose Play Presents. Anything can happen, from interviews with content creators and game developers, podcasts, collaborations, special episodes like this with Atama's Review Corner, at least for another season or so, movie reviews, just anything can happen. So, as I stated, today is Atama's Review Corner again, and this starts Season 2, where everything changes. So, first off, Season 2 took place 5 years ago, which is a 3-year difference from Season 1. Now, there's many reasons why this did happen. Episode 0 is more of a reintroduction and also a reboot for the series for so many reasons. My laptop had crashed and burned, so couldn't produce any more videos from that time or even put them together, and I never really had a desktop back then. Didn't know how to do the Elder Scrolls either. So, the costume idea, it was so hard to figure out what I wanted to do for it, and I just kept trying and trying to no avail. And I believe I had heard what was planned for the Connect and was waiting for the time to be right, mixed with a lost motivation from all the failures occurring in real life. So, yeah, there's a lot of failures, and due to that, I just didn't have the heart to do it anymore at the time. But then the Connect thing showed up, and I'm just like, oh my god, this reinvigorated me. So, with the power of the Kinect and the easy ability to edit, I was also able to give a title card, record everything in small bits, being able to record in small bits was nice. I didn't like doing a 9-minute episode all in one go and be like, I could record everything and make Atama's Review Corner feel more like an actual TV show-ish. So when not doing the reviews, I dressed myself in a nice tux that mimicked like something was a special episode, which some of these were, like the reintroduction. And I also had the same backdrop to fill the void, which looked like a talk show type thing. Even though the views were much poorer than Season 1, I only had 162, it was much better received, with 4 likes and 1 dislike. Lastly, at this point, Game Strata had died and changed hands, kind of making me a freelance content creator, which was my first dab at doing this all by myself without being attached to something. So rather than keep you guys in suspense, other than the nice little pick you probably saw before you clicked on this, let's go ahead and get to Atama and the reintroduction in game format. Hello, and welcome back to Atama's Review Corner, Season 2, Episode... Oh my, I think I finally played too many games that I've now actually become one. As a gamer, I should be excited to be in a video game universe. But as a video game character, I'm kind of worried that my player might delete me if he gets bored, or even worse, they find a new way to kill me, even. No, seriously though, this is my new setup for Season 2 and onward, as if those of you who had seen Season 1 would of course notice something different. For those of you who didn't happen to know or see Season 1, then welcome. And a big thanks and shout out to Microsoft and their Avatar Connect Fun Labs app for the Xbox 360, which makes all of this possible. Unfortunately, the site GameStrata that I had originally intended the review show for had been bought out by Gamefly, or so I believe it was. So now, because of that, I will not be doing reviews for the site, or any site anymore. Well, except for YouTube, of course, for now. And now that I am on my own, and have another computer, once again, as my last one died out, which, of course, led to me taking the time to procure another computer. I must also apologize to anyone who originally watched and liked my kind of reviewing. I would have started the reviews back up sooner, too. However, when I heard about the Avatar Connect Fun Lab app back at E3, I knew right away that it was exactly what was needed to help broaden the horizons of my show. Now, from time to time, the show will not only be about video game reviews, but it'll be broken down into so much more game-related things. So you may see such things as 1. A review a month for a game that I have played and finished, mostly on the Xbox 360. Though, at some point it may expand to all current generations of systems, and perhaps even older generations. And yes, I will still be cosplaying in some way to match the video game that I am reviewing every time guaranteed, just like I did in Season 1. 2. A top 10 list of a multitude of different things game-related, or game-based, depending. 3. Me ranting on or about something I believe to be bad or disliked within the current gaming world, and also everyday occurrences that I myself have ran into via my gaming life, even when my opinion may be different from the general populace. 4. Movie reviews of games turned box office smashes. Or is that box office flops? Either way, they were more interesting than we may have thought or wanted them to be when we watched them in delight or horror. And finally, as time passes, perhaps even more new additions that me and my audience comes up with in the future. So until next time, come back to Atama's Review Corner, Season 2, Episode 1, for the long-awaited review of The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion. And remember, keep gaming and reaching for those achievements in games and life. So, that was much more watchable than Season 1. I mean, don't get me wrong, my talking still wasn't the best, but I think I do improve as the season progresses. At least I hope. I hope I improve. But yeah, I quite like that. It's neat and different, at least. Something that I don't think anybody was doing at the time. So, it was also nice that I could lessen the tone of my voice, not have it be as gravelly as I had been. You know, talking kind of like Batman, but not quite. It was nice to be able to kind of talk normal, but I know I did have it a little deeper down. I think something like this. It seems like I had a lot of plans for my show back then, too. I wonder how many of them, if any, expanded into Rose Play. We'll have to wait and find out. I mean, heck, I don't even remember how many episodes there were with Season 2. And, oh yeah! I forgot at the end that I had credit roll titles. God, I was so much better at editing videos back then than I am now. But to be fair, I did most of it off the Kinect PlayStation or Center or whatever it was and the rest of the stuff. So hopefully you guys really enjoyed Season 2's opener, and hopefully you'll enjoy Season 2 all the way through. I know I had much more fun with this than Season 1, and it seemed less cringeworthy than Season 1 did. Yeah. So anyway, we'll go ahead and leave it there for now, and when we come back next time, we'll continue Gwent in the ranked matches. And watch me probably continue to fail miserably. Hey, at least I won once! Better than saying I have 500 losses and no victories. Now I can say I have 500 losses and 1 victory. Actually, it's like 3 and 1, but... So anyway, come back next time, where we'll be continuing Gwent, and in about 5 episodes, we'll start the first review of Atama's Review Corner Season 2 with the Elder Scrolls, long awaited for some people back then. So remember, keep gaming, never give up, and sometimes animation is a lot better than doing this. At least it makes it more interesting.